1021 on the UK time, JTV. Phantom Mojo, I can't believe he died, man. I'm sure they poisoned him. Because when people talking about if you like women and all that, you know what I mean? You feel like a womanizer. You have to be careful eating from them, you know what I mean? Especially if you're like cheating on them and all them kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Or people can poison you. I know you out the road, mate. I know you out the road. That don't mean that you can get away from being poisoned because you go to the shop and you buy the poison and bring in your house. Yeah, you do it. You bring the poison into your own house. You just don't know what's going on. You probably will never be able to get away from it, but someone could put something in you. Do you know what I mean? I got a cousin. One of my cousins passed away, yeah? And I sure that, you know what I mean? You don't want to say, you know, let things rest, but I don't trust no one like that. You know what I mean? I don't trust no one like that. When it comes, you know, people are they're evil, man, when they're ready. You know what I mean? Right? They get wicked. Like what I'm going to talk about today. They will get wicked on me. Yeah, man. Phantom Mojo, man.
Chop, 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 chop. Anywhere me go, girl get pop, pop. And this my body, girl them want. Girl them call me the fire king. And a real man, me no mannequin. Me touch girl hard, make the funny pin. Like me in the doctor, we keep stirring.
You see what I'm saying? You see, I don't know why. I don't know, man. Sometimes you see what I'm saying? Right? If you're a Rastafarian, you can't be talking things like that. You know what I mean? Right? And it's like a religious if someone's religious for me, you know, right? I have kind of certain things that I would like to I see, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be, say, someone that's in a religion, you should be living a kind of clean life. Yeah. So if I see you eating meat, if I see you driving a car, if I see you got all clothes on and all that, and I don't see you hugging a tree, I don't take it seriously. Because you know you wouldn't want to harm anything. You'll be squeaky clean, man. Right? And to be honest, I ain't judging everyone on this, you know, right? I ain't judging everyone on this, and they can listen. They I mean, honestly, if they ever come over here, see, right? I would tell him to go and suck an egg, yeah, right? And I could tell him something else. I would tell him something else as well, because listen, if you get bright with me, I'll get bright with you. I'll get brighter. Don't bright yourself. Go and listen. Go and listen to some hymns and that. Do you know what I mean? Right? I ain't fighting no one, Dad. What, yo? They're all on this Dominion thing, and like what my brethren told me about, they want to take over. Yeah, the Muslim want to take over in Whitechapel. You imagine. You imagine. Look. Whitechapel's history, right, has always been a poor one at that. Yeah, right. When I go up there, I don't see anything to look up to. I don't see anything to look up to. It's a shithole. And it's not because it's mainly Asian people there. No, it's always been like that. It's always been like that. That's why no one else don't live there. But if you're telling, how ridiculous is that? You're gonna see someone and you're gonna tell them that we're taking over. That's a stupid argument. Just take over. What do you mean? Why do you have to mention take over? If you're taking, just take over then. You take over. But it's not just them. It's not just them. It's the children of Abraham, mate. It's the children of Abraham. I'm not saying all. Yeah, but you following them. So you can't say, oh, well, that's just them. No. You're under the same flag. Stop all that. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Right? With their death cults. I think it's only the Judaism doesn't believe anything happens to you after death. Yeah. So you're gone. Right? You know more. Let me check my volume. Right? You know more. Okay. The Christians believe that you're going to heaven, and also the Muslim. So no one can't tell me that's not a death cult. You must leave this place and go to another place. And the only way to do that is by dying. And that is something assured with the taxes. With the taxes. Yeah? That is assured. Now, let me put up. I'll tell you, man. Look, you got the children of Abraham. Yeah, we're gonna come back to that. All right. Let's look at this. Yeah. Let's have a look at this. All right. You're gonna tell me that you own that? Fanton, you let me down there, man. You let me down. You let me down with that song. Trust me, I'm turning you off. Honestly, you let me down. I like that song as well, but when I listen to the lyrics, and I don't know Phantom Moja, you know what I mean? But I heard a few things, and I'm thinking, well, when people say things, it's not that I don't deny it and I don't say it's true. You know what I mean? But like. Well, I know what comes with certain lifestyles. Do you know what I mean? Things come with certain lifestyles. Yeah. Right. So if you got money, women. Yeah. Or men. Even children. Yeah. They even go for children. Right? Anyway, back to this one. Right. Now, the last time I checked, yeah, right, when I was born, I came and see the earth here, yeah? Okay? Like everyone else. Right? The earth wasn't called JTV. I didn't pop out my mum's belly, right? Right? That sounds horrible, innit? I mean, pop out. My mum, delivered me into this place. You know what I mean? Right? Delivered me. Right? Bless her cotton socks. So the earth belongs to me. I'm having a Eddie Murphy look at the screen moment. Yeah? Eddie Murphy looking at the screen moment. Let's see if we can get Eddie Murphy. Right? Eddie Murphy looking at the screen moment. at the screen moment, yeah? Let's see what comes up here. Right. Oh no. Oh good God, you wouldn't want to see what come up there. Okay. You know, right? It's not really the one. You know, he does it. No, it was in Trading Places, wasn't it? In Trading Places. Yeah, right. Trading Places. Anyway, I'll find that one for you in a minute, right? Okay. And I'm telling you, you mean to say people come along and say that it belongs to them? The earth. It belongs to them. Their God made it. Now, look, I have no proof on that. So I can't, that's why I don't take up certain things. Because until I can't prove, I just don't, I don't say much, mate. And people are saying things that they cannot prove. They can't prove. My uncle telling me that he knows life after death. I said, I'm leaving. I'm leaving because if he knows that, then he should be the richest man ever. If you know, right? If you know that there's life after death. And he scared the life out. I don't like them kind of things. And it kind of spooked me out. I had to go. And me and him fall out. I don't want to be talking about ghosts and stuff like that. I don't want to hear that. Right? So they said that the earth belongs to them. Yeah? The world. They must take over everything. They want to rule. And we can't single out one from the other. You can't single out one over the other. All the children of Abraham, they seem to think that it's theirs. It's theirs. Right? They're not the only ones. They're not the only ones. Right? Well, it seems to be they're the only ones. Well, you have the political thing, yeah. You have the political thing, but that they also come under the banner, yeah. They use the religion, right? So again, when I look at someone that's meant to be like a man of God, yeah. If I see that he don't respect nature, I just walk away. Yeah, I walk away. I walk away. That's why I said if an Englishman tell me that what he's a Christian, I don't look. People can do what they want, right? But I would listen to him more if he was a pagan, because as an English person, being a Christian, that is not English. You're Roman. That came from Rome when the Romans invaded. So people don't know what they're talking about. Because I did say to someone, right, it's a Christian country. And they said, what are you on about? No, I ain't. No. And it's not. It's not a Christian country. They adopted that. So you're Roman, you're Italian then. Go to Italy. Go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. If it means that much to you. Yeah. Right, so people are saying, oh, like you don't, who are you to say that you own the earth? Why? How? That's the word. You know, that's my favorite word when it comes to it. How? Explain. I don't even let them. I just walk away. Because if I don't see you hugging a tree, you know, I have more respect for the like the Druids and that. Yeah, because that's more into the English history. Yeah, that's more into it. You know, like the Wicker Man and all that. Yeah. The great Edward Woodward, the Equalizer. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. So I had an altercation there, right? Right. The man take a picture of me, yeah. Right. And the man is a Muslim, yeah. And that's not why I come up here like that, yeah. Right. That's not why I come up here. It's not because of them. It's something that you know. Because you got Trump there. You got all this domination. I mean, he's sitting down in the White House. He's got all that money, right? Right? How much money ever he's got or whatever. He's an old man now. He's lived his life, and he's just going around like he owns. He don't own nothing. America don't own nothing. Has no right to this earth. Has no right to the Straits of Hormuz. They have no right to it. It's the Iranians. It's right there. Imagine you're in your house. You hear a knock at the door. You open the door. The man come park his bottom on your sofa. Take your remote and start watching your TV. Turn it over as well. Put on something that he wants to watch or she wants to watch. That's what they like. No, they can't satisfy. The people cannot satisfy. Notice the people that cannot satisfy. They'll have a whole continent. Look how big America is. Look how big Asia is. Look how big Africa is. You can't satisfy. And then the black man just follow and woman just follow in search of salvation. No, I understand. And I'm not knocking it. Right? So, and I must bear responsibility now and give you something, right? To look at. Can't leave you hanging like that. To be fair, I'm not telling you to go and believe in what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that. Because you're following a death cult anyway, so you're finished. You're finished. You just don't know it. Now, all right. For example, yeah. Look at the look at some people that follow a religion, yeah, and look at healthy. Do they look healthy to you? Some of them big and fat. You know, they have all these things in their scriptures, you know, about sinful behavior, and consumption is greed. They're big and fat, big chicken, big cheese, and all. You understand? They're eating animals. Right, and they come along, and I'm gonna do another show about why they hate the Rastas. You know what I mean? Watch. People just always looking their nose down on other people. As I said, no one's stopping anyone from doing what they want to do, right? In the UK, nobody in any under these religions can complain. The mosque, I even realized, I said, wow, the mosques are bigger than the churches. They're big. If you ever see the Sikh temple in where is the Sikh temple? I'm sure it's near Southall there. My Lord, if you ever see the thing. And I said, boy, what are people like that, man? Boy, I said, they put the Christians to shame. Said, then again, we have some great cathedrals, yeah? You got your cathedrals. Okay. Right? So no one ain't stopping you from doing what you're doing. Right? No one not stopping you from doing what you're doing. It's fair to say, yeah? Your belly is full, right? Yeah? Right? You live, you've got, the life is so nice here that you have time. You have time, right? To say that you want to take over. And they can't do that in no other Muslim country, you know. They can't do it. I would have more respect. They can't do it because it's like when the way Rastafarians failed, where they failed, they become like a religion. They become branching off into all kind of different things, and they get all religious. Right? Oh, that's another story. Anyway, that's another story. 1 second, I need to take out my washing. 1 second. Look at my washing. Wait a second. So, let's have a look and see what they're saying, right? Okay. Let's have a look and see what they're saying in scripture-wise, yeah? Right? So, I have something here. How do I do this now? I think I can do it like that. Right? And people do what you want to do, right? Just don't involve me. Don't make my life. Get on with what you're doing. Just go away. Do you know what I mean? Don't involve me in it. I don't want to know. Yeah. I have no problem with anyone. None. And as I said, all these are like honourable. They're honourable things. Yeah, they're honourable things. It's an honourable thing to say you're a religious person, for you to want to live by the rules. You know, whatever rules you wish. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but just don't start telling me that you're going to take over. Take over what? Who give you anything? You. You know, so that some of them crazy, and you'll find that they're being used. Why is it someone going to tell you, like Trump going to tell the military to go and fight the Iranians? Why don't he send his children? You mean to say someone going to tell you, yeah, go and do this? You turn around to him and say, why don't you? You'd have more respect. You see, that's why some people are cemented in history, you know, like Napoleon Bonaparte and them, and who the other one there? A couple of the kings, you know what I mean? Some of them are cemented in history because they're at the front. You know, you got your binoculars out and you look. You see Napoleon with his white horse. You'll meet the desert. That's see, I kill him. I go kill me off now. See my car. See, I choke them. I try to choke me. See. Well, I'm gonna tell the spirit. They're not easy in the brother. Yeah. They will send them spirit feel. Lick it down flat. If you're not strong, lick it down flat on the ground. Yeah? Start to hear voices and all them things. I'm telling you, mate. Start scratch your skin. Yeah? Well, see them, you know what I mean? You say something to them and you just see how they behave. You see how they behave. I have my you know, one of my loved ones phoning me every time saying Jehovah Dan, and I did never said anything, But after like the fifth time they phoned me and kept saying Jehovah Dan the phone, I said, but I don't believe in God, you know. But they didn't ask me. They just vex. Oh, I gotta go. Boom. You see. So you must allow someone to be. It's like, is it the foie gras with the goose? They get the goose and they force feed the goose. That's what they want to do to you. They want to force feed you their thing, and if you don't accept it, they're just gonna keep pushing it down to your dead. Leave me alone. I never asked that, and I'm not saying that. That's your choice. You don't push it on people. Go about your business. But you own. How can someone own the earth, man? Come on, man. Or how can someone realistically take over the earth? Come on. But you see, they will not do it themselves, but they will tell you to do it. So my thing is, if they're telling you, you tell them. Why don't you do it then? And why would I be telling people that I'm going to take over? I just take over. If the thing is set like that, the thing just take over. Why would I have to even say that to someone? It's been taken over already. That's how ridiculous they sound. You see? Because everybody thinks that everything is theirs. Everything must go their way. How selfish. And you see the people, you see what happens, it's in the scriptures, and then people twist in the scriptures to suit themselves. And they will not send their own children to blow themselves up, or they won't send their children to go and fight overseas. Yeah, right. They will not. I would have more respect for them if their children was there as a military lead or whatever, front line. You know what I mean? No, they're sending your children. That's what they're doing. Because they believe that they own the earth. Can you imagine the children of Abraham? This thing all start from Abraham, you know. A man named Abraham. All three of the religions is Abraham. The Abrahamic faiths. That's what they are. One is the white man, one is the Arab man, the other one are the Jewish man. You can't deny that, because when you look at who is at the top of those religions, and you see who it is. You will see who it is at the top, and the black man follow right at the bottom. Me I tell you see my people, boy, I tell you're going to suffer, but you will. If you have to suffer anymore, then what can we do? You're beyond saving. I'm not here to save you. Whatever is here is temporary. I accept that. Yeah, I accept that. What I'm saying is, I have a right to live my life in a peaceful way, and I'm not being aggressive to anyone. No, so I don't want no one to be aggressive with me. I'm not in no turn the other cheek. No, right? I'm not into that. No turn no cheek. No, be careful what you say to me, man. You go about your business. That's all I tell them. They will never listen. Oh boy. So let's look at one of this thing there, because that's my. You see, I can just freestyle it off. You understand? I just freestyle. I don't have to look on the notes. Them things come from my art, right? See the sun I shine. The most important thing you see on this place is the sun. The sun. They was worshipping the sun before. The sun. Let's get a picture of the sun up, because I mean, honestly, You mean to tell me, right? Look at, I mean, this is what I'm like, you know. I mean, I love my uncle, right? My uncle was like, look at the clouds, yeah, and you can see different shapes in the cloud. I keep quiet, you know, because I said, boy, the man. And there was a lady there. She didn't even look. She didn't even look. But that's the difference. You understand? It's only because he had a spliff in his hand, and I had a spliff in my hand at the time, to be honest. And I was looking at the clouds, and I could see what he was seeing. But I'm an artistic person. That was not the only person that said that to me. I was in Jamaica, and the lady, my mum's best friend, she knows who it is. My mum's best friend. She looked at the clouds and she said, Jade, you're an artist. Look at the clouds. Look how the clouds make different animals. I'm telling you, man. Now, someone may say, is God painted? No, I don't. Honestly, because yes, if something is so powerful like that, of course he could do. He just paint in his spare time. He just painting. He's painting. He or she or whatever. But tell me something. There is nothing. If we've had, all right then, take the sun away and see what happens. Take the sun. Take the sun away and see what happened to you. Now, for me, when I look out my window, I tell you, I love to see the trees, right? I tell you, I look at the trees now. Oh, beautiful, right? And look at the tree just stand there, right? It doesn't go anywhere, right? Doesn't go anywhere. And, you know, not even much breeze today, right? Gentle, yeah? But the leaves are flat, yeah? So if you study nature, right, which is everything we do, yeah, everything is biomimicry. That's how we are still here, by looking at nature. That's how we survive. You see? The hunter gatherers, they look and see other animals hunting other animals, and then they mimic them. When they're not feeling well, they look at the animal and see what the animal is eating when he's sick, and they try it. One man might drop down dead, and they go, right, don't eat that one. That's how it goes. But you see, what did happen as well? You have a lot of boy, I tell you, man is so jealous. I tell you, boy, could look at that. I know the animals can be so vicious to each other sometimes, you know, like eating their own kids and all these things, yeah? Right? But I tell you, it's like the other hunter-gatherer looking, and he see the other man looking all healthy, yeah? Got his wife and children, and he ain't got no wife, he ain't got no kids. In one day, man, he wants the life for that. You understand? Well, boy, I tell you, man, boy, we are our own worst enemy. Our own worst enemy, I tell you. How people can be so wicked. How could you be someone of a religious order and you allow anyone underneath your banner of a faith to harm anyone? How could you? How could you? But they do it. Let's have a look at so that the sun, right? So I was talking about the tree. The tree don't move. Yeah, you don't go to the shop, right? You know, right? Yeah, you ain't got no woman. You understand? You right? Yeah, you ain't got no man. Okay, but they use the sunlight. Okay, they use the sunlight, and that's how they eat. That's their food. It's truly magical. The sun is magical. Listen, I was telling the man, right? I was telling the man asked me if I believe in God. I said, I don't believe in God. What you think God is? Or may I put it this way then? I would have had to ask a question back. What do you mean by God? Because I don't see nothing as powerful as the sun. So if anything, the sun give me everything that I need. So yeah, that is my powers. I'll bow to the sun. Yes, the sun. He get angry with me, and he's not even religious. He don't even know what a Torah is, and he's Jewish. I mean, honestly, this is what I'm trying to say. It's not like people don't, we study things. We study things and look into things and think, well, I can't prove that. I can't prove that. You know what I mean? Right? And you see, right? The option is going to come at the end. Right? The option is going to come at the end to read it. But you know what? I don't want to tell them to do that because they're not worthy of that. Right? People must find these things themselves. People must find these things for themselves. Yeah. All I'm saying, I would rather praise nature than praise something that I've never seen, that I cannot prove. Some people say that they are talking to Jesus. I honestly, if I went down to my psychologist now and said, I'm talking to who am I talking to? I'm talking to Gary Sobers. Rest in peace, Gary Sobers passed away. I mean, honestly, I ain't got no more tears. I ain't got no more tears because Phantom Moja made me cry, man. The thing made me cry. I cry. And sometimes I cry, but it's not. I cry for my people. I cry for my people, man. I ball eye water for my people. I said, "Why? How could it be so? How? Why? Oh me, oh my. The sun is the oh boy. Anyway, look, when I come to preach, no one, right? But it's just a factual. Now my sister is a you understand? I don't dismiss it, but people can say things to you, and it's like a light bulb. That's my favorite word. You hear me? I go yeah. I'm taken aback. I'm astounded. That's what I say. So it's like you drink a glass of water. It's refreshing. Yeah. My young sister said to me, right, that Jade, you either believe in God or religion. No, not God or religion, science or religion. Fair play. She said fair play. And I just move with that. That's where I go, man. I can't push something that I can't prove. It's unfortunate. Will you do it then? Nobody told me to do it. I can't. I'm not able to do it. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just live my life, please, in peace. Right. So let's have a look at the So you have your divine commands, yeah. Hold on. Okay, right. That's further down in the reading, yeah. So there's going to be 3 parts to this part here, yeah. So you got your Genesis text, yeah. So this text is Genesis. Let's put it in Genesis, and Genesis is my niece, That's her name. I'm not telling you, man. Hey, listen, boy, I cry when I have to leave all them kids, man, in New York. Boy, I tell you, I never meet some kids. Them nice, man. When children are so innocent and just and so lovely and so young, and my sister takes so much care of them, and they got so much love for their uncle. I cry, man. I said I wasn't worthy for that. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy for them look up at me. Tell you, man, when people not well, yeah, you got some people that they think they're well. They think that they know everything. Anyway, for them business. That is their business, okay? Right, 26 to 28, yeah. Right. So let's okay. So we can see here. I just want you to see it. You see, I can see it, right? But let's keep on the same kind of thing, yeah? Well, right. So let's see what's going on here. Right. So we have then God said, I mean, honestly, even that alone. So it's not, he never said God said, someone said then. So that is someone saying that he said it. But honestly, I don't understand these people. They said that it's the word of God. Listen, God don't have to talk, you know. God don't have to. If I tell him, my don't have to talk, don't have to write down nothing. He just send that blessings to you. My thing powerful. My thing no joke thing. But then said. So that means that someone is you know what I mean? They say that it's God write it himself. And for someone to say that, where is the proof that you're gonna tell me that he done it? Because you're the one saying it. You're the one saying that he wrote it. How do you know? And you it's thousands of years ago the Bible is. So what, you're thousands of years ago? Or you was there? Was you there? No. You see? But this is the kind of madness you have with people. Now look, if someone's gonna go and tell you to go and put a vest on and go blow up yourself, you might as well go blow up yourself then. If you're so mentally weak that someone can tell you, yeah, to go and he's not doing it himself. I mean, honestly, let's see. There's Genesis 1:20. That's what I'm saying. Right? There's another part, right? There's another part in the Bible, yeah? Right? And I said, I don't knock it, you know. I don't knock it. I don't knock you all. You get on with what you're doing. I said, just leave me alone. Stop this world domination thing, because it won't work. It's been tried and tested. You can't beat nature. You can't. It's unbeatable. Sure. Anyway, no, there was the one with when Adam and Eve, their son, yeah, Cain, yeah, Cain. I mean, honestly, you have Cain and Abel, yeah, and Cain juke Abel in a navel. Juke him. In the Bible it says, right? You have Cain and Abel. Right? Adam and Eve. After Cain murdered his brother. Right? After Cain murdered his brother. God tell him, come, leave the garden, leave the Garden of Eden. And you know what happened? Cain went somewhere and he found a woman. So what is that telling you? I mean, honestly. But you look, you understand? Now you can't. You know, I'm not saying people, because I find it's quite dangerous if people don't know about these kind of things, because you really you understanding people's mentality, you know what I mean, right? And there's things in the Bible that are true. There is things in there, and I don't know where they are, but there is things in there that is true, but it's so mixed up. Right, again, the books of the Bible, you put your arm out as wide, put your arms out wide. That's how big those books are. Scrolls where man write. That's another thing. So let's look at the, you see, because as soon as you just see that as an intelligent person, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying an intelligent person would say, hold on. Then God said, anyway, let us make mankind, yeah, in our image, in our likeness, so that may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it. Now, you see, so what has the animals done? You ever see? You ever, there, you know, say that, right? Last time I don't see them doing a religious, right? But I if you look at the elephants, right? I tell you, when you look at nature, sometimes, man, I tell you, boy, you go, my Lord. The elephant, one of the elephants passed away, and they've got a place where the elephants go and yeah, they perish there or whatever. When their time is coming, that's where they go. The animals, them have them place. Oh, you see the elephant ring me there. 1 second, it's the washing finish. That's what you done, the elephant. So, you know, I see the elephant, and the elephant crying, you know. You can see the tears rolling down the elephant's face. All right? They've got the was it the magpies dancing around one of the birds path, and they're doing they're dancing. Who give you as a person, or your way of life to rule over the animals? You don't see the animals are hunting the human. You don't see that. You don't see that. Okay. If they ever turn on us, I think it's the orcas. The orcas are chasing down the boats. The killer whales, you know. Huh. You see, people keep messing about with the ultimate nature, you see. You carry on, right? Right? So that is one part, yeah? Now, in conjunction with the nature, if you is a religious person, you're not supposed to trouble the earth. You're going to drill into the earth. You are drilling the earth, right? All the fossil fuels. And then you have people in one of the takes out people every second. If you look at how many people in a motor crash, how many people it happen. I don't drive no more. Right? You got get on with that. Get on with that. I've done my thing with driving, mate. Forget that, mate. I'll be on a bicycle, yeah? That me love. All right? Because, you know, at least I get my little, my fitness as well. You understand? And I can see things that I don't see in a car. 2 gallon and yeah, nah, man. What you mean? What you mean, man? So, well, that's my business. If me see a lovely woman, I mean, look, I'm not going whistling or anything like that, or any lewd behavior. No, but I might look and, you know, I might get a little smile, and I'm like, oh, God, darling. Oh, I shouldn't say, you know what I mean? Honestly, you see how the spirit is? I'm telling you. So nobody tell me about bad spirit coming. No one, listen, we're not easy, right? So, so the drilling. So you're telling me that they drill out the fossil fuel, yeah? Right, and look at the impact of that. Have you ever seen like these oil wells and all? Look how dirty and nasty it look. It just look like death. That's what they're doing. It's dead animals. They're bringing up to the surface. Look at the material. Look at it. You touch it. You can fit. You understand? It's dirty. It's dirty, and that's what they take. And then they make the car. They make the car to burn that, to go into the atmosphere for you to breathe in. I mean, honestly. And what happened? You're not dead? Look at the quality of the I tell you, the air quality. They don't tell you these things. Let me tell you, that's what killing you. The quality of the air, because it's so poor. The quality of the air is so poor. It's killing you. It'll kill me. Right? It go in your skin. I'm telling you, man. They will never tell you these things because people just be so scared, and I understand that. But it's so wrong what they're doing. They're so wrong what they're doing. Yeah? And then look at the wealth. They make money. Money, you know. They're not doing it to improve. That is not improving anything. Look at the Industrial Revolution in the UK. Yeah? Even now, they're suffering, but it's cleaned up a lot when they were burning the coal. Come on, people complain about people going down into the mines, you know, which, you know, they say Thatcher took out all the sold it off to China and that, yeah, right, because England was all coal. When all the buildings, it's all black, dark, soot, SOOT. People can't, honestly. How bad the air quality was, and look at the people how they used to just drop down and dead. Yes, hard life. You're okay. People are saying, "Oh," but you know, to be honest, you got to always have an alternative. So I do understand that, and many areas in the UK never ever got over that. You know, but to be honest, it's their own fault because they were relying on something that was not. You're not supposed to do that. We come and see the earth. We're supposed to leave it the way that we you know, we should not intentionally be drilling nowhere on this planet. Right? You don't see the earth I shake. Listen. When the earth ready, it just shake down the place. You're telling me that you own it, and you're telling me that your God is that allow such things to happen. So all these wickedness going on, I can't accept that. I can't accept that. I cannot accept, right, that black people were slave off, right? The Middle Passage, all that pain. God allowed that to happen to honestly, I could never, I can't do it. I can't do it. I would not be a good follower because I'll be the one in the mosque, in the where did the I can't remember where the Jewish man go to the it's past me. Or a church, yeah. I will ask them. They'll have to execute. They'll have to tell me to leave. Oh, they will kill me. They will kill me. You understand? They're not going to like that. The spirit in them is not going to allow my spirit to survive. My spirit is what it is. It's a battle of spirits. It is. Now again, I cannot point and say, see the spirit there is. Some people may say that that is their business. I can't say I see or hear things like that. No, I know, and I know what problems I have. I don't see them yet. Yeah, a couple of times I see something like, oh, bloody hell, what was that? You know what I mean? Boy, I frightened this here. Come on, man. I'm only a meek person. You know what I mean? I'm just a normal person. When I asked my son, I said, son, what do you think about me? He said, you're just a normal geezer. 1 second, let me make my coffee. What else could I be? I was so happy when he said that. I thought he was going to call me a CUNT. Honestly, don't say that, Jay. Sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. That's sorry. See? All these noises is all, you know, it's all divine. It's all divine. It's all divine, you know? Everything's all divine, you know. There's messages in the noises, there's messages. Everything is everything, you know, but I don't go around telling people, oh, it's this and that, because I can't prove it. So that's how I roll. I don't mind what you do yourself, and I'm not knocking you. What I'm saying is, I do also deserve a right to just do what I want to do, right? You may not agree with it, fine. You know what I mean? I don't agree with what you're doing. I'm not impeding you from not doing it. No, this is not what this is about. This is people talking about they're taking over. Take over what? And why would you need to say something? Why would you need to say you're going to take over? You know, just take over then. If it's your divine right. If the earth is all yours and these things are yours, it wouldn't it have your name on it? And when you go, wouldn't you take it with you? I mean, honestly, you just have to be. As I said, please do not think I am disrespecting. I wish not to do that. I wish not to do that. I would. What benefit would I get out of that? Okay, that's against my ways of doing things. I don't disrespect people like that. People have their ways of living, and I respect how they live. But you must respect mine. That's all I ask. Oh, there's a little bird. What bird is it? Let me see. Well, I haven't seen many. But if you notice, in the heat here, the birds have disappeared. The little small one, I think it's a blue tit. You know, nature, come and talk to me. What is that looking at? Oh, it's a leaf. And then one time I looked. I tell you, I had to phone my mate. Boy, I thought I saw this bird. Right? I don't know what it was. It had wings. This thing was massive, and I said no. And I was a boy. I said because I couldn't really pick it out, you know. But it's a possibility, yeah. For an example, it's a possibility that they could have dinosaurs. They could have kind of there's creatures roaming around that people, you know. Yeah, listen, the Congo. Right, the Congo, jungle of Congo. There's animals in there that they don't know is there. They cannot know because it's impenetrable jungle. You can't even. The land on this earth. Yeah, was it 2% or whatever of the earth, and then you got the sea. Look at the creatures in the sea. They have nearly got him, you know. I nearly got him, right? Nearly got him. He's all right. Go on, man. Go on. I'll soon catch you. Yeah? Right? Look at this. Look at the sea. And again, you're saying that you it's like the earth is yours. You don't see it's a water world. You don't see the creatures in which is it's hard life under the water, isn't it? Because you know the little fishes get eaten by a big fish, then a big fish. I mean, honestly. That's what you control. Yeah, this is not the lifetime. This is like we're in we're in the death time now. No wonder these death cults are here. Because you have to die for you to get yourself. I mean, honestly, And I don't knock it. Good, go. Yeah. The only man I know since Dead Man Tells Tales is Jeffrey Epstein, and the reason why that he's not dead. I can't prove it, so I don't push it. But I said, my Lord, look at that's the own in his historical terms. That's in my as a evidence, yeah, evidence. Because in Haiti, yeah, the man came back from he was dead, you know. Clinically, you can be clinically dead. The man was clinically dead in the coffin, and he come out the coffin, and it's a fact. But you see, they're gonna say, "Oh, but Jane, look, how did you?" Well, I'm gonna tell you because they have a powder in Haiti. Yeah, those men are so powerful. They have some natural powder, which the natural earth, everything you get is natural. Yeah, right. All the medicine is natural. Yeah, everything you've got in a tablet, right, is something in nature that they that's why it's if you get the natural thing, yeah, go and study your herbs, your spices and whatever, you will find the cure in nature, and that's what they put in the tablets. You know, no, ask me. You know what I mean? That's simple knowledge. Simple. I'm making a tea. I don't care what I'm saying. I'm coming because you know it's all right, but I don't care. I talk to myself. I don't listen. This is you know this is for me. Sometimes you have to talk. Yeah. Sometimes you just whatever's on your mind. You should be free to talk. You know, things are very communication is very important, you know? Right? Whether you communicating with yourself, which is what I'm doing, it's madness, isn't it? But it's good, it's therapeutic to me anyway. Yeah? Right? And if someone can say that they're talking to God, why can't I talk to myself then? Because that's what they're doing really. Now you do have like people with the you know, I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone. Has anyone told me that they've seen God before or whatever? Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, because I'd be very interested to know. I'll be sitting down there, you know. I'm so man, you know. And as I said, if I chose to pick any of these things, yeah, just like how my the way I'm. What is that bird? It's a small little bird. You see, because the leaves are there, I can't get to see. I love my nature, man. Just leave me in the bush, mate. Well, then again, I'm so I'm dead too hungry. Oh, it's a blue tit. He's right here. He's eating the little. He's on the. Oh, look at that. See him come check me. Two of them. You see? No lie. Look at blue tit. Oh, and they're so agile and they're clever. Two of them. Boy, I better take a picture quickly. Oh, let me take a picture. And then sugar lump, then gone. You see? They hear me. You see what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say, man. Sometimes you just keep your ass quiet. You understand? It's you know, it's my little link in it. It's my. You understand? They come link me, man. Yeah. You notice, I notice. I don't know about you, but maybe that can show you as a person. If you don't see no nature outside your window, or no little animal come check you or whatever. You understand? All the pigeons come right by me and they're roosting. I don't put no food out for them. Kind of feel comfortable. Yeah, we not shoo them away. You can hear it. Just listen to the nature for a second, yeah? I'm gonna tell you. Everything happens for a reason. Let me use the bathroom. Sorry. Then I'm going into the second part. So let me tell you what happened, right? When I done my first day training, yeah, right? I done St. John's ambulance training, right? And there's a black guy doing the training, yeah, for St. John's ambulance. Remember, I passed all my fire. I could have been a fireman, you know. They weren't employing at the time. I passed my fireman test, you know, to be a fireman. Yeah. As I said, anything I put my mind to, you know, as yourself, until you put your mind to, man, I tell you, you can achieve. You know, you can do it, and that is what the thing is. What you want to achieve? Why? You understand? But I'm blessed. I'm all right. I don't. I'm not in a no. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. Right? You don't get on with what you're doing. But for an example, yeah. Right. Look at the richest man in the world. Now, if you had to wake up to a face like that, when you get honestly, look at the state of him. Look at the state of him. You mean to tell me you're the richest man in the world and you look like that? Yeah. Have you seen his missus? You're telling me that? I'm not, honestly, mate. Why? So you know what I mean? Look at Trump. Look at Trump. Look on him. Look at his missus. Look at his kids. Them. Look at them. Look. If it wasn't for money, do you know what I mean? Like, for an example, Wayne Rooney. Look at him. Look at him for his face. I can't stand watching him on the TV. Because when I see Wayne Rooney, I just say, but hold on, why is he even on my TV? Look how much money he used to make. He should be lying on the beach drinking pina coladas. Yeah? Right? Because he likes the old girls, yeah? In old people's home or something. You know what I mean? Come on, man. The way the man dress. I said, bloody hell, look at that. You're the one fisting me on my money. You let the side down, mate. Let the side down. Right, anyway. Right, so part 2, yeah? Nah, boy, I tell you. Palestine. Boy, I tell you. Tell me. You're saying you want to take over. You yeah? And you sit down there. Right? And I'm not telling people to do nothing, right? Yeah? You sit down there. Look, I tell you, boy, you got a military-wise. Look how Israel is going on. They're surrounded by enemies. Surrounded. And when they're ready, they just... And they just watch. I I tell you who I like seeing, right? I can't stop. What I don't know. Funny that DJ Khaled. I don't know is he Palestinian. DJ Khaled, right? But you see, DJ Khaled is when he's eating, and he does. What did he say? He makes me laugh. You know. Is it golf? He says golf. Oh, he looks at the camera. Oh, he's so funny. He's so funny. I find. But when I look at I always read the comments. When I look at the comments, My gosh, they slate him. They say you got all that money and all that, you don't do nothing for Palestine. I tell you, man. I tell you. If you're taking over, what happened there then? What happened there? My Lord, I tell you, I cry. I couldn't even look at the at my phone at one point. Every minute you see the charity for the poor little children. I tell you, man, I ain't gonna cry right now. I tell you, it's so sad. It's so sad to see people just suffering like that, man. Why the children? Why the what happened to you, man? How could you do such a thing? You gonna fight the man them or whatever, innit? Leave the children alone, man. I cry. Lord, man, tell you, man, I bawl it until I can't watch it. There's a magpie now with the blue. He's got the blue. Oh, they're another one, right? But they're a bit, you see. But now they come along with the blue tits, and look, the poor little blue tits have to go. You see what I mean? You see how unfair it is out here? Not just, it's not unfair. Everything is everything. But the blue tit gone. You can't catch him. See, he's just gone to the other branch, and he's eating a little insect. Yeah, the insects on the thing. Must be ants or something. Yeah. What a beauty. What I mean, Louis Armstrong, he sing a song, yeah? Louis Armstrong, he sing a song, right? Called What a Wonderful World. Bring tears to my eyes, man. Bring tears to my eyes. What a wonderful world. Ah. Louis Armstrong, yeah? Boy, I tell you, poverty. My gosh. I'm telling you, man. And you know, if things were any different, we wouldn't have a Louis Armstrong, just like James Brown. As much as James, you know, with his conquer and all that. Oh my gosh. I remember James Brown, the interviewer asked James Brown what it was like when he was growing up. And I tell you, the horror in James Brown, the man was horrified by his remembering how the poverty. The man never had no underwear. You remember the first time he bought underwear? You imagine not to wear underwear, how uncomfortable. I'm telling you, man. Why, man? I tell you. I cry, man. James Brown, I cry when I said, boy, and I read his book. I read Louis Armstrong book. I cry. Louis Armstrong. Poverty. And the man still come out and have the audacity to say, what a wonderful world. And he was bloody right. It's amazing, man. Amazing. It's amazing. Beautiful. What, you can't find nowhere like that. Or you're looking to Mars and wherever you know you follow your death cult or your moon god or whatever, you know, because there's a lot, you know. That's another thing, right? You see what I mean? People are they don't even know who they're really praising. You see, but that's another thing. So we had so tell me something, right? You got time, right, to be in the UK, saying that you're going to take over, and your brothers and sisters, your brother and the children are suffering like that down there, and they stand there and watch. They watch. You see, it's not an easy people neither, you know. Right? Because if anyone is into that kind of way, you understand, because their salvation is in death. So they wouldn't mind to just, they don't mind dying. That is the key. There is no, you know, anything that I want, it must be life. It must be, you know what I mean? No, not dead business. That is what so they wouldn't mind, they would just finish you. I'm telling you, a dangerous thing I do right now, you know. My life is in danger. I tell you. And like I'm just said that now, right? people not easy, man. People not easy. Right? The first bomb that America bombed, you know, was a school. Nobody knows nothing about that. Not even Keir, honestly. Keir Starmer. And he get rid of Diane Abbott. He get rid of Diane Abbott because Diane Abbott said what she said. The cheek of it. The cheek of it. You know? And I'm not saying, you know what I mean, Diane Abbott, boy, you know what I mean? But I think, boy, I tell you, she really, well, she said, I'll tell you, she said something in Parliament, right? Because I don't know why Keir Starmer, first of all, I don't know why he done the winter tax. I thought, what is this? Yeah? Why him not easy? Right? The winter tax on the pensioners. And then he, Peter Mandelson. So I said, oh, well, that was a great move. I didn't know he was Epstein's best friend. I didn't know that. So, I mean, Diane Abbott said, I know. I'm going to do my impression of Diane Abbott, yeah? All right. I know the Prime Minister was asking, why didn't anyone tell me? Why didn't anyone tell me? Why did not anyone tell me what Peter Mandelson was like? She said the question, we are all up. You hear that? Thank you, Diane. You see? The question was, yeah? The question is not why. The question is not why. Nobody told him. Nobody told him. Nobody told him. The question is, why didn't he ask? People don't know. I'll tell you, mash up Parliament. It was one of the greatest speeches since when Margaret Thatcher said, "This lady's, you know, turning. This lady's not for turning." I'm telling you, Diane Abbott. Diane Abbott said that, and I tell you, I said, boy, it was brilliant. Not about brilliant that was. Right, that's why I have to get rid of. Anyway, so concepts of Islamic governance, yeah, as Sharia law, yeah. So let's have a look at. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, you know, and it's not all of them. Because you got Sunni and you have Shia. You understand? You got two of them. They will fight themselves. They will fight. Never mind about you're going to take over. When you take over, you'd still be fighting against each other, wouldn't you? Just endless fighting. You know, in a sense. And then you're going to drill out the earth. And all of the religions sit down and watch. They all have contributed in destroying the planet. All of them. For what? For paper, you know. For riches. For wealth. Greed. Greedy. And they can't take it with them. Take the money with you when you're dead, see what? I'll tell you what happened if you took it with you. Someone would dig you up and take it. I'm telling you. They would dig you up, throw you on one side, yeah? And take with you. I'm telling you. They do it all the while. Alright? So we got let's put this in, right? Because we got a So we had this, yeah? We had the Genesis, all right? So let me go over to this one here, right? right? Because that's what they want for it to happen, yeah? So it's Dar al Islam, yeah? Versus Dar al Harb. Yeah? Okay. Right? Huh. You see? So it says here, right? It says here, so it's a classical. Oh, why am I thing not? Oh Lord, I've done it again. Okay, all right. Well, oh Jesus, I didn't put it. Okay, good Lord of mercy. Anyway, okay, all right. But I mean, you could, yeah, right. So this, they're gonna, you see, they're gonna say that I was unfair there. You understand? So this was the Genesis, yeah, right. This was the Son, yeah. This was the Sun. Yeah. This was Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And this was the Earth. Yeah. And this was the children of Abraham. Yeah. Okay. Right. So that was that's what I was meant to have shown you. I'm so well, I tell you, man. Good Lord. You know what I mean? Right. So a classical Islamic jurisprudence traditionally divides the world into two main geopolitical domains based on security and governance. Yeah. So who are you to divide the world? It's yours. Divide it and show me. I mean, honestly, it's just ridiculous. And they will find out. They're feeling it anyway. Yeah, you can't run this place here, man. You're not worthy. And if you could, you would. If it was supposed to, you would have done it already. It would be ruled. What are you waiting for? Because you can't do it. You can't do that. You're telling me that you're gonna be. You have to. Everyone has to be under that. Come on. So you're gonna know where everyone is. Come on, man. That's like to say. I know it, every animal that exists. I'm saying that there's room for that. There's animals out there that you know what I mean. It's fair to say even a dinosaur could be in the Congo jungle and no one wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. Right, so you got Dar al-Islam, yeah, the abode of Islam, refers to the territories under Muslim rule where Islamic law is dominant. Dar al-Harb, the abode of the war, refers to non-Muslim territories hostile, yeah, to Islamic states. Now, I hear that, right? Nobody's not supposed to be hostile. You're supposed to just get on with what you're doing, yeah? Right? Nobody's not supposed to be hostile to you, yeah? But then again, you must be hostile to Nova. You understand what I mean? Yeah? Look, anyway. Right, so we've got a domain of Islam, yeah? Dar al-Islam, lands where Muslims hold authority and can practice their faith freely and securely under Islamic governance. That don't sound, that don't nothing to, you know? But the domain of war, yeah, lands under non-Muslim rule where Muslims lack security or the freedom to practice their religion, traditionally implying a state of conflict or lack of peace treaties with. Now, okay, right, so, but that is not going on here. Look, they will make it that way, you see, but the reality is that is not the case, okay? Because when I look at the mosque is big. There's big mosque, beautiful buildings, yeah, right? They said that they said in the news that the Jewish people were living in fear, and I saw it for my own self, right, in Stamford Hill. None of them in fear there, mate. They're walking up and down. You understand? They were living. Yeah, they were on their P's and Q's though. To be honest, you know, there was one geezer, and I thought, look at him, he's like a bad boy, Jewish youth. Them bad, you know. You stay there. You stay there. You think them Jewish youth they're easy? One each. I see. I was driving my van, yeah, and well, not my van, yeah, and then I drive in a van, and I delivered a parcel, yeah, and it was a Jewish woman, you know, and guess what happened? The Jewish woman opened the door and took her parcel and said thank you and closed the door and gone. I tried to deliver to a Islamic woman. Well, it was an Asian lady. Yeah, she's at the wind in the front room. All I could see is a little the curtain, just a little piece, and I say little eye, and all I could hear was leave it on the. Yeah, I just left it on the step. Can't come out them house. I was in Green Street, and I would have never. I tell you, man, I tell you. Hey, me work for the Taliban already, you know. I work for the Russian mafia. Yeah. I work for the English mafia already. Yeah. No, you understand? I know, you understand? Because look, all the European gangsters, they come out, it's the Russian mafia, you know. But what they call it? They say the Albanian run. Yeah, they maybe run. Yeah, they ain't bad like the Russian mafia. They know that. I feel bow when I see them man, they might. Them man don't play. Them man run things. They just let other people do certain things. Right? Just like the Chinese. The Chinese run everything now. Yes, you're going to do a world domination. What happened to China? What do you think? Listen, you don't see what they do to them. You don't see what they do them in China. Right? And people always don't look at China. Look what China has achieved. Right? And they don't have no God. So how that work? How that work then? That is a proof that without underneath an Abrahamic religion, what you can achieve. Now I'm not saying that everyone in, because that would be a lie, that everyone in China. Boy, I tell you, mate. I don't know which one's worse, to be poor in Africa or poor in China or poor in Latin America and all that. I don't know which one's worse, or poor in Asia. There's another one, you know, in Asia. All these people are from Asia, yeah. I see. Listen, when you see man poor, you know, jeez, why sufferation? You would have glad to get some poverty in Africa to rotted. You would have never want that. Poor, huh? You know what a man said on the news? He said driving from Delhi, yeah, in India. And that's why I said these people are so wicked. When they got all these bombs, yeah, and even that, are you a religious person and you have weapons of mass destruction? You want a beating, man? You're going to get it. The nature gonna beat you, and the problem is they won't get the beating. Their children will, or all us will suffer. They won't suffer. You will suffer, and they sit down there. You understand, with their weapon of destruction. And when they press the button, they're going to keep themselves safe, and you are in the open. Finish this incinerated in seconds. Yeah, the people don't forget. China don't forget what the English done to them, and they're right. Mao with the long walk. Yes, the man that used to pick his nose and pick his bum. Don't brush his teeth. Because Mao never, you understand? Real China man. The real China man then. We live up all in the hills or wherever they live. Poor. They don't even brush their teeth. But how could they have tooth? They can't afford it. They've never seen a toothbrush before. They don't know what them things is, and they've never heard of anything about no God or anything. They don't have no. They haven't got that. You listen. As I said, You're the one saying that you're going to take over. Why haven't you taken over already then? See China there? Go take them over. See what it is. Go there. See. Huh. Ping just laugh, you know. Ping just laugh. Right? Because G Ping, his dad is one of Mao's brethren, you know. You see? Go on, do you understand and look at things? The president of China. Run things. Shouldn't ask me asking you, mate. You see China run everything, mate. And look how China bring themselves from my gosh. What they done to the Chinese people. Eh? And what the Japanese did to them. My God, they never forget. Nanking. When the Japanese go over there, right? And the Japanese see the Chinese man walking, he just take the rifle and just bam in a man in the man's face. With the rifle, what? Boop. The Englishman said, "Oh my God. Look at this for poor Chinaman. Just been gun butted by the Japanese fella." I'm telling you, man. Can't tell me nothing. Boy, you take over what? You can't even take over your own yard. But you come tell people you take over. Well, do it. Right? You know, do it then. Alright. So you got your Alright, so you got your expansion, yeah? Your Dar al-Islam, yeah? Resulting in a perpetual state of diplomatic or physical conflict, yeah? With Dar al-Harb until truce is for peace. You see what I mean? So they're both fighting. So listen. The Indian don't like the Bangladesh. The Bangladesh don't like the Pakistan. Honestly. It's like black people. You don't see what's happening in South Africa. Oh boy, you think it's easy people then? South Africans? When I saw the South Africans in the World Cup, I said, wow, that is an achievement. When you see the South Africans make it to the World Cup, you really have to say, even though it's an unlevel playing field, the black people have done extremely well. And I tell you, black excellence. From the bottom, everywhere, the black man is at the bottom. And then, you know, my Bangladesh brethren said to me, he said that in obviously they don't like black people, yeah? Right? I'm saying that obviously, yeah? And people will say, because a guy tried to tell me that Islam is not racist. I said, yes, it is. He said, no, people are. I said, well, honestly, why don't you deal with them then? Why don't you put a stop to it then? But you're going to tell me that it's not racist. But, people are. He said, is a black man that founded or is the founder of Bangladesh. But when you see them black, you got black, listen, you got black man, right? Black. Right, and I saw this beautiful girl, yeah, tall. And I said, my gosh, I never thought I'd ever see one. I thought I'd have to go to the continent to see a beautiful black sister like that. She was a dark, jet black, beautiful. Oh, God. Why I tell you, my people, they hate their own skin. They hate their hair. They hate their brother and their sister. But I tell you what, they're not the only one. They're not the only one. India and Pakistan both got their weapons pointing at each other. So if you're taking over, how come India doing that then? Yeah? Right? You see? But what you find is, right, people are using the religion for their own ill gains, you see? Now, what I say to you all, if you are in your religion, you live good. You live by your good books. You live by it. You live by it then. No problem there. Respect to you. Salute. No, but don't come off that rule though. Cause that you're going into a different thing there now. Right? You're going off a different thing. So, you know, in the modern era with globally recognized borders, nation states, and international law, the Dar al-Islam versus Dar al-Hab dichotomy is widely viewed by contemporary scholars and the majority of Muslims are as practically obsolete. Muslims who reside globally and the focus of modern Islamic political theology largely prioritizes, yeah? Prioritize. Oh, man. Well, I'm telling you. You see? Well, I tell you, spirit strong, mate. You have to be careful with these things. Human rights and peaceful coexistence within pluralistic societies, okay? Now, you've got... What more do these people want? They have a whole continent for themselves. They can't satisfy with that, okay? And then yet still, they cannot do that in their own country. The man from Rochdale, the top man from Rochdale, yeah? The woman on LBC said, what would the man asked her what would happen to him if he was back home? They said he dead. Hey, listen. You go fiddle with people, children, right? And I tell you, Asian man love the kids, you know. You don't see that even with the Novich, the woman hide the weapon, but they love their kids. Black, like my mum, if I done something wrong, she phone the police and the police will come and say, here he is, lock up in Ross. Yes. You think black people easy? Huh. But Asian man love them kids, you know. So you understand? Right? They love the children. Another one, the Spanish. Oh gosh. And the Greek. Oh Lord. Boy, I tell you, the little kid eating the food, he's still wiping the face. Man, I'm telling you, man. People can't tell me nothing. Cause I'm UK, you know, London, best city in the world. Nobody can't. You understand? You can't. You know what I mean? It's the best and the worst because it's the biggest thing. You know, we think that things are better here. You understand what I'm saying? On a level. You live in a peaceful life and you can do what you want. Okay, right. So did I knock it? Well, I did knock off the Zion man. Them, me knock off the Zion man. Me knock off the Zion man head. Me lick him. Yeah, me lick him. I can get some licks too. Well beat, man. Right? So, well, you see, because it's the tour, innit? Right? So let's go to Genesis 15, yeah? And, you know, I love my little niece, say, Mum. It's not little no more, it's a big girl. Oh, my God, man. It's a beautiful name as well, you know. It's those things at the beginning. Yeah? Hey, listen. I got to it's the round chapel, right? Man, go to the Sunday school. I was an altar boy. They can't tell me nothing. No joke. My grandma, God-fearing woman. Yeah, God-fearing. Good woman. Bless her cotton socks. So we have Genesis 15 to 18, yeah? Records God's formal promise to Abraham. Then Abram, yeah? Right, the Honorable Abraham. Honorable, yes. It exists, you know. Oh, I'm telling you, not everything in the Bible. I can't prove that. But no joke. Some things in the Bible is true. Yeah, the history of the white man. The history of the white man, the Bible. It's the history of them. Before that, they have a cheek. That's what I'm saying. People got a cheek to look at other people and say, "Oh, you know, come on, man." Just not too long ago, you was tree hugging. Excuse me. That's why I like the Druids and all that. Oh man, summer solstice. Come on, man. Yeah. Right. Barbarians and all that. Viking. You don't see Halland. You see my Viking. The Viking. Them have the Norse gods. There's many gods, you know. There's not a one god. You see, don't get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with it then. Egyptians teach that to the Europeans. The Egyptians, Africa. The Bible is set in Africa. Moses. Didn't Moses grow up into the Pharaoh's household? Huh? In Ben-Hur? Great film, you know. 4 hours long. A joke. The great Charlton Heston. Moses take the rod out and part the Red Sea. That them say, yeah. And then someone they said that they could see they got the chariots down there. I mean, I can't swim that deep. You understand? And people, you know, it's going to be so difficult to decipher what's real and what's not because of AI. You understand what I mean? But I can, you know, you can't beat a eyewitness. You can't beat that. Someone see you do something, and then even that, you could have 3 people see the same thing, and then all 3 of them have 3 different things they saw. Because sometimes you can see something and it's not true. It's a fact, man. If someone said that they're talking to God, I mean, honestly, anything's possible, mate. Anyway, right, wrapping up now. Yeah. So there it is on the day the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, and said, to your descendants, I give this land and the Wadi of Egypt to the great river and Euphrates. So this passage outlines a vast territory God promised to grant Abraham's future generations. Yeah. The borders. Yeah. The Wadi of Egypt. Yeah. Right. So this is the Sinai Peninsula. Yeah. Where they fight the war. And tell you, it is, boy, they're not easy, you know. They're not easy. The Jewish man, as soon as their child is born, they say never forget. I'm a joke, man. No joke, people. They'll never forget. Not like black people. Not like black people. No. Listen, man. I tell you. You think you can play with them people there? You think you can play with them? When their baby born, they say, never forget. No joke thing, man. That's what they say. And you even want to see what they say about black people in that, mate. I'll tell you. I got my rabbi friends, mate. No joke. Remember Rabbi? You know, see Michael Jackson, they have his rabbi brethren. Well, me have my brethren too. These things we learn. And as I said, no Jewish man never do me nothing. I mean, I do no Jewish man. My next door neighbor was Mr. K. What a nice man. When I used to come home from school, and my poor mum and my dad out there working hard. Me have a mum and a father. I have to give so much thanks for my upbringing. For have a mother and father, I know some people don't have that. Oh my. Mr. K. He'd be looking out the window and they come in, Jade. Oh yeah, man. Me as a little young sprat. Go sit down with the Jewish man in them house, front room. Mrs. K used to be sitting there with her legs up. She was she wasn't so well. And Mr. K there running around for his wife. Mr. K, no joke. So nobody can't come tell me, oh, Jewish. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Go get on with it, mate. Me not do that. No Jewish man never personally do me nothing. No Muslim man never personally do me nothing. Well, apart from the man that come and take the picture of me like that. You understand? Huh. And the wrong man in come to... By animal? Yeah, I'm an animal. I tell you. I tell you, listen. I get beast-like. I'll become an altered beast. Start transform. I would transform into an animal, you see, and just bite up your ass. I tell you. think I'm hey, listen. You don't listen, I tell you what, right? You don't handle your people, right? Don't let people come and disrespect people that near there. I ain't going to no one yard and disrespect them. Right? Okay, but the problem I have with this is yours. What make it yours? Yeah? No matter what's written in anything, right? We'll come off this one and I'm finished now because I've done it for a long time. I'm tired, you see. Because it's draining. But sometimes I have to get things off of them chests, yeah? And this is the way how you get your things off your chest nowadays, isn't it? It's the new way of doing things. So what do? I adapt. That ain't stupid. It's a shame my people don't really use it, you know. Boy, I tell you. Listen. Every black man, right, that tried to save his people, they get another black man to finish your Torah. Yes. I'm telling you. So the question is, who give you this here? Who give you that? Looking at your screen. Who give you the? Come on, man. And as I said, if it's yours, you know, you don't need to mention to take over nothing. It's yours, isn't it? Look, man, you got your new science, yeah, right? For what? Have a check of that, right? Yeah. So that's my. You understand? Yeah, mate. When I read them book, I say, yeah, boy, yes. You understand? You know, science and man deal with reality. Yeah? Okay? And they're dealing with science fiction. Yeah? The reality. Yeah? As I said, people can do what they want. Just do not trouble other people. Live good. It's been an honor. You understand? It's been an honor. Every day is a good day. You know, give thanks and praise. You know what I mean? Trust me. Give thanks and praise. You know what I mean? All I say, you know, come on, just don't involve other people in your thing. Yeah, you get on with what you're doing. Yeah, nobody now trouble you, right? And you know, all this domination and all that. That's just for the few people that are gonna benefit from that. You ain't gonna. Yeah. Right, you're out there fighting on the next man's thing. Over and out, mate. It's JTV every time, agree or disagree. This ain't the place for you. Peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, and listen, the other day, when we said noopa. That's all I did. I felt good. You know what I mean? I feel good. Yeah, man, every day I look on the sun and say, yeah, man, I him. That the sun, boy, I tell you, with the you know, we get my sunshine and that my skin. Oh Lord, I mean, oh boy. Yeah, man. Without the sun, what? Not another one for them. Without the sun, innit? So I just look at things that I can see and say, oh, that is amazing, isn't it? The powers of the sun and all that. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the trees, man. Like, how is it possible that the tree uses the sun? And look how big the tree is. And I can't just stand outside like that and just growl. It's magical. It's magic. It's magical. So if I can see something magical with me on and see the effects of its magic, but yet still someone would want to tell me that I must believe in something that I cannot see. As I said, I don't knock anyone. Just don't knock me then. Don't knock. Don't knock. Leave me alone. You do your thing. I do mine. It's all good. I don't say my thing is correct either. It's up to, who knows? All I know is temporary here. It's temporary. Long time away from here. It's a long time away from here. It's all temporary. See the sun I come out there now? And you see the birds came along and, come check me and gone. And if you look at it, you don't see no birds. And as my brother was saying, oh, the bird, you didn't see any birds. Because we talk, I don't see no certain animals anymore. When I was growing up, all by the bins, you used to have to be careful putting your rubbish in the bin, excuse me, because the wasps, you never see them wasps. You can have an ice cream, right? Have an ice cream in your hand and a wasp wouldn't land on it. And you'd have to be careful not to swallow. Many people swallow the wasp and it bite them in their trap. Come on, man. What happened to them? I used to like the lemon ice. Yeah? The lemon ice. Oh. Right, my dad had the 99. Yeah? Well, he'd have a double because my dad loves ice cream. He loves ice cream. You know what I mean? God bless his soul. And his cotton socks. Yeah? Right? And just look at all the creatures that have disappeared. I haven't seen a woodlouse. The last time I see a woodlouse was up in Croydon. I see one. I said, bloody hell, look at that. I was just talking about I ain't seen you for a while. And a ladybird. I haven't seen a ladybird for a long time. You used to see a lot more of those things. Flying ants. So things are not right. The earth is not happy with our conduct on things. Remember, people used to be custodians of the planet, You think I joke? You think I joke? You check all the people then, right? Look into the history. It's never disrespected. And see what you're doing to the earth now. And see if that you're not getting the consequences of how we destroy the place. Okay. We're in the danger zone now, Oh, okay. Danger zone. This is time for death, sufferation, everything like that. And but what's on the other side? On the other side is revival. You understand? Life is coming on the other side, but there's a battle between death and life. That is what's happening, and it's erratic at this moment in time. You see, so that's why things like people want to be extreme and all that. That's why it will flourish. It will flourish in a time like this because their days are numbered. Their time is over. You see, things have to be corrected. And it will be corrected. Look how they abuse that the earth. Oh my! We used to be custodians of the planet. We used to be custodians. Oh. See the butterfly. Just come a yellow butterfly. I'm done then. Call the yellow butterfly. You know what I mean? Wow! Look at that. I tell you, I have to go flip. And as soon as I take out my camera, you see them run. Yeah, because they don't want no one to know that. You know what I mean? That they're saying it's between me and you. Looking at the sky, it's a bit. I think, well, we're going to definitely, when the rain starts, you see, boy, it's going to really pour. But, you need that. You need your rain. You understand? You have to give thanks when the rain. I'll never forget the day when a Muslim brother, black brother, Danny Layton, see me hiding from the rain. He said, why are you hiding from the rain, brother? He said, it's from God. That the man says it's from God, but little he didn't know the reason why, because the acid rain. So I said, boy, what, God don't give me acid rain? Nah, man, God don't give me no acid rain, man. I mean, the rain it was acid rain, you know, because they had the people destroy the planet. Yeah, destroy the atmosphere. And no man can destroy this planet. None. You cannot. There's not. They cannot make no. No. They can give it a try, but they've done it already, and it never happened. Well, a lot did that. I say take that back. You know what I mean? That's very ignorant, stupid of me to say that. Right? My dad said, yeah, the world will be. They will finish there. I said, Dad, listen. That's what they think. They think that they can finish the world. That's what they like. They can't do it. No matter what they try and do, man won't be able to say, for example, nuclear war and all that. Even if they both of them send the two nuclear, yeah, right, and they let off, life will still be going on. I'm not asking you. What you're telling me that the man, they have the powers, right? That two of them, whatever warhead they have and whatever, when they let both of them off and when they hit in everything gonna, all life, the earth is gonna be, no. But you know, everything is everything. Yeah? We'll see when time comes. That now, I don't know, no. You see, because this is coming from people that think that they own the earth. You don't own it. It's not yours. I come here and I see the earth just like you. And I will leave the earth just like you. Simple as. But you own the earth. You're taking over. Take over what? You want to behave yourself because I tell you. You see, they have a thing called karma, you see. Right? It's not scientifically proven. And, you know, just give him time, mate. Give him time, mate. I remember when my dad in a hospital, you know, right? People from when I sit down there, right? You see people from every nation in this hospital bed. And I cry. When the doctor come, I nearly cry to thank the man. And the man saved my father. My God must save my father. The man sit down in America on the is a robot. They use a robot on my dad. Robot. When my dad tell me, I couldn't believe it. The man sit down in America and operate on someone in the UK. No, God no do that. A man do that. Man study and do it. Now, I don't say that, you understand, I don't, my dad's faith is his faith. That's what he said, you know what I mean? But that don't mean that's true. I'm a father, but you understand? I'm just saying, now, you understand what I mean? But sometimes you got to look at it, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever you do to get you through, fine. But you should be, whatever you do, you should be a good person, innit? You should be a bad. You can't have it all. You can't be bad and good at the same time. That can't work. That can't work, man. Now work with me. You pick a side and that. You understand? You can't be bad and then you're bad and you're going to, I mean, honestly, come on, man. So, you know, I just leave reality. You know, reality. That's just me. You know? Right? And you know that anyway, that's gonna come into the next one's gonna be about, you know, mental health and thing. Yeah, I'm gonna touch on that one. That's gonna be the one because, you know, it's really, you know, if you are in denial, there's no way you're getting any help. You know what I mean? You know, there's help out there, man. Yeah, go look feet. You know, deal with your trauma and that. You know what I mean? You know, if you're warring, leave the children alone. Yeah, you're a religious person. Leave the children and let them live their. Come on, man. Move your nasty self, man. Leave the children alone, man. Let the children. Oh, one thing about Africa, you know, when I see the children, right? You look at the pictures when, you know, some of these YouTubers go to Africa and you see the little children. I cry, you see. The smile on their face, man. You'd never see a kid over here smiling like that. The beautiful smile of my people. I cry. People, when I see my people, man, the little children, you mean to say, you got all that money and you could have whatever desire you want, and you choose to go and, you understand what I mean? But some people are ill, right? Some of the men in the they can't help it, you know. One man, them have to surgically deal with him because he's attracted to them. That is fair play. But what the man said, just knock it out. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. So I don't want no one to come say, oh, they're trying to take over, but you're doing the same thing. All children of Abraham, you are guilty of that. You all want to take over. Leave it out. Leave it out, will ya? Leave me alone. How about that? Because they're gonna affect you, yeah. You none of you as good as each other. I tell you, you disrespected Abraham there, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I said, I'm not saying you can. It's not a perfect word, I understand, you know. And all, you know, even in the Bible, it said that we're all sinners. You're all sinners, yeah. Okay, we're all sinners, right? So then don't come push your thing on someone else to say, because it's not perfect. You want to push your thing onto people, right? You want to push your way of life onto someone. And where you're from, you can't live in a peace. That's why you're here. And what you do here, you get away with. You can't get away with that in your own home. You're mad? Then, hey, listen. The man from Rochdale. Listen, if hey, you see, if supposing, for an example, they flew him over there, yeah, and drop him off at the airport. Listen, all you see is the crane come along. He knows that. He dropped down right there, and hopefully he would hope if he dropped down with have a heart attack and dead on the spot. He would want them to get their hands on them. No, but don't nobody feel that way there, right? You can't do that where you're from. And how you people must suffer like that? And you come here and you're belly full. You're belly full, and you got your freedom, and you got everything. You got everything. What more do you want? What more do you want? The fact that people leave a continent, having their mind, they leave a continent for an island and want no, you have no right for that. No right. No right. Behave yourself. Go away. How about that? But take over. If you're, I mean, you don't even have to say it. It should be taken over already. JTV, man. I said too much. Ta-da.